Backstage with the boss in Boston. Dana, what is your overall assessment of that main event?
It was a great fight. It was a tough fight. It was razor thin, and that fight could have gone either way.
Yeah, I know that you don't want to reveal your scores for that, but were you expecting it to go the way it did, and expecting takedowns to play such a factor?
TJ has looked awesome in the absence of Dominick Cruz. The question was, how would he look when he faced Cruz? Who's one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest ever in this weight division. And I thought he looked great. I think Dillashaw did an amazing job. I think that, he kept the pressure on. His speed was there. He didn't back down. He didn't crumble. Dominick Cruz made him miss a lot in the beginning and was faking him out. And he never, it never got in his head. He stuck to his game plan. He kept pressing the pace, and I thought he fought a great fight.
Two very talented guys at 135. There's also another guy who's talented at 135 that's looking for that shot. You're right, of Faber. Is this a situation where you guys have to go into the office and kind of look at, there's a possible rematch here, or this is somebody who's outstanding and next in line to fight?
Well, first we got to find out, is Dominick Cruz healthy? Is Dominick Cruz healthy? And then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Do you feel like this could be a serious injury? Were you aware of it beforehand, and do you know anything about it afterwards?
Dominick Cruz has nothing but serious injuries. He doesn't deal in the tiny, pesky small injuries that, I've never seen a guy with worse luck. So hopefully this is one of those times where he's not badly hurt.
Yeah, let's pretend it was just cramping up, right? We're going to pretend there was nothing wrong with it. That being said, what do you really look at when you see a guy like Dominick Cruz? Because a lot of people would have given up, and a lot of people would have said after the first ACL or the second ACL, all right, I'm done. I got a good job here at Fox. I don't need anything else. But when you see him come back and win this belt, what goes through your mind?
Super talented guy, obviously mentally tough, strong. To overcome some of the letdowns that this guy's had in his career. And, one of those fights was for millions of dollars. I have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah. All right, we'll see what's next for Cruz, but let's talk briefly about the co-main event, Anthony Pettis versus Eddie Alvarez. When you looked at the matchup on paper, were you expecting it to go down like that?
No. But then when I saw it, it makes sense. I mean, you saw what happened to Alvarez when he stayed on the outside against Cowboy Cerrone. Didn't want to make that mistake twice, because if Cerrone will do that to you, imagine what Pettis will do. So he wanted to close the distance, stay tight to the cage, try to take him down, rough him up on the fence. When I saw it after, because Alvarez is a balls to the wall kind of fighter. If you want to stand up, he'll stand up. You want to wrestle, he'll wrestle. But it makes sense the way that he fought tonight.
Were you expecting Pettis' response to the wrestling approach to be the way it was, considering his last fight in March?
No, I expected, Pettis' wrestling is much, much better. You saw his takedown offense was great tonight. I expected every time they broke for Pettis to let his hands and feet go more than he did. He didn't let them go enough, and that's why he lost the fight.
Eddie Alvarez calling for the champ. I know we have a big fight in March. Is that something where you say, okay, Eddie Alvarez, you could be next in line?
We'll see what happens.
All right, we'll see what happens. I always have to ask. Well, thank you so much. How has the experience been like for you to be home and have such a great fight card here in Boston and really just have so many friends and family enjoy what the UFC is all about?
No, it's awesome, man. Every time we come back to Boston, I enjoy everything about being here, even though it's so cold. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, they've still got great food.
The food is probably one of the best things about being here.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Well, thank you so much, boss. We appreciate it. We'll see you in Newark. Or actually, we'll see you next week for the big press conference.
That's right.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks.